Steel mission that takes you through the National Guard Training Center. We are actually looking for the Lost Patrol here in this mission, and there's plenty of ways you can go about this. You could just run around like crazy, killing off everything. Though there are a lot of feral ghouls in this mission. The easiest way I've found is to just follow exactly where it takes you. So we are currently, I just walked inside the National Guard Training Center. Codsworth is with us. We're trying to stay hidden, but it's not gonna last very long. As you'll see in a minute, we do wake up all the ghouls. There's no way to stay hidden. And now they are awake, so now the fun begins. Which Codsworth goes ahead and starts blasting away. And we are going to actually try and use that to kill off as many as we can. Oh, we do have a legendary withered feral ghoul. So, what we're gonna do, just and the feral ghouls tend to do quite a bit of damage to all of these characters. Well, it looks like Codsworth is KO'd, so we are going to see if we have any other ammunition, which it looks like we have 24 rounds of 5mm. Not enough to really do much, but it's enough to annihilate the ones that we can. And for those that we cannot, we will just try and dip and dodge as much as we can. Actually, let's go ahead and pull out the irradiated death claw. Oh, we cannot actually equip that. Well, that's not good. We do have energy cells, so we're just going to go ahead and repair Codsworth, get him back in the fight with us, and then we are... Codsworth actually can get fighting in this game. Now that we've awoken nearly every ghoul in the building, we're gonna have a bit of fun. Because the ghouls, of course, do outnumber us quite a lot. For the fact ghouls themselves, they are not your primary enemy in this mission. You actually do not have a primary enemy, whereas normally you would in a mission. You don't have a primary enemy in this one. Your primary enemy actually in this mission is later on, you find out. We're just gonna go ahead and see if any of these, we now have us a couple little things. Now the only problem is, although we do have a bit of stuff,
can't break the code.
We can't actually unlock everything. Once I get a couple more perks in, I will be able to unlock it. It does look like we have found another one of the lost team. It's sad to say. It looks like unfortunately she has passed. She put up a fight though. As you can see, there are a lot of feral ghouls' bodies littering the floor. Looks like this is Knight Astlin. Astlin, I don't know how to say her name exactly, so I'm probably completely screwing it up. We're going to take her holotape, and I'm going to turn on the holotape and let you guys hear what she has to say. So, here we go. Knight Astlin's holotape. Here we go.
Knight Tara Astlin, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my distress pulsar. There's been no word from the Paladin or Ferris. Their objective was a satellite array on the coast. They may be out of range. My orders were to hold this position at all costs. The entire site has been overrun. The door won't last much longer. Paladin Brandis, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
So as you can tell, she did fight until the very last second. As we're going through here, you can actually explore quite a bit. Even without the jetpack, you can actually get to a lot of different areas just by walking. Although some are, I would say, hard to get to because of the terrain that you have to try and get around. And of course, if you're traveling with a companion like I am with Codsworth, your companions will sometimes get in the way. So we're going inside of one of the, I'm guessing one of the recruitment offices. And it looks like everything, it looks like this woman was actually going to sign up for the National Guard. It looks like whoever she was speaking with, the recruiter, was in a wheelchair, possibly an accident caused by the military service. It's not actually explained. So, as you can tell, you can pick up quite a bit of stuff in here. Looks like she was filling out paperwork when the bombs hit, and I'm not seeing the body of the recruiter. Usually you'd think you'd find the bodies, but there is not a body in this one, so I'm guessing the recruiter's body fell apart, unfortunately. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to loot everything we possibly can from the National Guard station. If we start to get overloaded, well, that's why I'm actually traveling with a companion, which is not what I normally do. You can collect quite a bit of items in here. For those of us who love to do scrap work and build settlements, sometimes it's better to go ahead and do it. So, there was actually a cap stash hidden inside of the busted computer. That's not really a normal thing in the game, but sometimes you will find that. It does look like that they had quite a bit of stuff going on.
Are you certain I'm the man for the job?
Of course, you can go back downstairs and everything. I am trying to find one thing in here. Well, since I can't find it, because it's probably not in this building. We don't have it. So let me see what we need in order to get the hacking, the next hacking piece. Okay, we don't actually even have anything in Hacker. So we are gonna have to, we're gonna have to get up 2 hacking levels. So, oh, we actually do have it now. We have the password for the terminal. So we're just gonna unlock it. And we're gonna continue on through the area. So now we are in what looks like a little holding area before the bombs went off. And we're gonna open up the training yard again. Now, there is one thing about this next part that is kinda interesting. You do have ghouls that will pop up. One thing you can do is you can actually lure all the ghouls in this area directly to you if you stay in here. As you can see, we've already got a couple little friends here, so we're just gonna go ahead and well, unfortunately, we woke up all the other ghouls. So what's gonna happen is these ghouls have probably been trapped here for a while. Looks like this soldier was trying to get over to the barracks. Those of you who don't know, which I'm pretty sure you'll be able to understand, a barracks is like an apartment almost. Well, in our time. I've stayed in a few barracks because being single, that's where you're staying. missing quite a few times. Well, we have no more ammo now. We might actually get in trouble. We're gonna go ahead and take some aid real quick. 2 blood packs, some buff tats to give us more strength, and death lost aid. As you notice, the dudes do not stop attacking. They will not stop. We actually are completely out of ammo right now. So, this is going to be interesting. To finish this, it's probably best if we actually have some power armor or something. It looks like we do have 308 rounds still. And we have frag grenades, but no ammunition besides that. So it looks like we're going to be trying to do whatever damage we can with a sniper rifle. Unless we find some more ammo, which I'm not sure if we're going to find any more, but we're going to definitely be looking for ammunition as we go. I'm surprised we didn't wake up all the other ghouls, because half the time you normally do by this point. Especially if you start a gunfight at the very beginning of it. There are Nuka-Cola bottles on the floor. They're a good source of glass. We're going to try and stay hidden as long as we can, because the ghouls up here are not easy to kill. I'd rather not have to fight a million at once. Which looks like we woke up another one, so we're going to try and do a sneak attack, and we got it. We did get our sneak attack. Sweet. I guess it's a little bit of help. So, we have a management terminal. I wonder what we'll find on the management terminal that we don't already know about the National Guard in this game. We're going to go ahead and unlock it, and we will go inside into Robco Industries. We do have the remote control, so we're going to unlock this. This is, I think this is actually for the door outside the building, where you saw the bodies of people who apparently tried to sneak into the National Guard Armory and were failed to do so because of the fact that the whole armory was locked tight. Looks like this safe has already been looted for us, so we don't really find very much. There is a good little bit of scrap. This is a good scrap haul place. I do tend to cut off the radios because more than often than not, if I'm playing my music, I don't want to hear the other music playing. So we're going to continue on. We do have a window with blue. That's actually not a mod. I don't have any mods changing the glass in here. Now, when we're coming upon this area, we do have quite a bit of enemies. And it looks like we just woke them up. So, now that we've woken them all up, I don't know where our little friend is. We have a glowing one somewhere in the building. We do have a glowing one that will show up. I don't know how this Reaver is actually even alive. We damaged everyone. We do have a glowing one somewhere. He'll well, I saw him that time. Now, it looks like Codsworth is going ahead and taking out a few of our enemies for us. So we are just going to help him, because the glowing one is not a force to be reckoned with. In this game, the glowing ones can kill you extremely quickly. And we just wasted that entire vat. We do have a lot of ghouls. So what we're gonna do... since I don't know if I'm going to be able to pair a good friend. And since our action points would take me forever today. Wow, apparently glowing ones can shoot stuff. I did not even know that. Although my character is level 40, is level, well, 50, this squad is actually proven to be pretty good. And since ghouls are actually pretty quick and attack in packs normally, just like this, the chances of you actually being able to repair one of your companions, I don't know what he is actually shooting at right now. It looks like he's reviving the ghouls that I've already killed. Which is quite annoying, because until we can do anything, that's pretty critical that shot on. Now that looks like we only have one more ghoul to face off with now, and hopefully before he decides to drop on us, we can drain some of these other ghouls of whatever stuff they might hold on their bodies. The barracks is in complete disarray as usual. There he is. We're just gonna go ahead and crit shot, so that way he'll go bye-bye, which as you can tell, the ghouls, they tore my power armor to shreds. How I actually even finished that fight alive and in one piece is amazing. So we're going to go back to our little tour of the National Guard Center now that, I mean, well, all the ghouls are dead. There's really nothing we can do. So now we're just going to see if we can't, whatever we may scavenge and scrounge from inside. It looks like they had quite a bit of stuff going on. You do find quite a few times where there are bodies littering areas that they really, it just makes you wonder why they were even there. It looks like he unfortunately didn't make it. He got hit by the bomb. The bomb hit him while he was reading the news. So we're going to go ahead and leave this area, go back out into our ghoul-infested area that we just completely destroyed everything in. And we're going to keep looking around, seeing whatever we can find. And reload, as usual, because I don't remember if there's going to be any more enemies in here, and I'd rather not have to find out the hard way. We're going to go ahead and loot everything under the sun that we can, and look on the ground or anywhere else. There is a lot to this area. They did a great detail job. Bethesda did a great detail job of the National Guard station. I do like it. It's too bad we don't have like concept image of what it looked like beforehand. Now that we're back out in the training yard, this is where time turns into a very, very interesting capability. Sorry I took so long inside the National Guard training area. I'm sorry about that. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump on this terminal real quick. I know I missed quite a few things, and I just don't remember where they're at. I'm sorry about that. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can't scavenge what little bits of things. Before we go out there, which it was like Codsworth said, screw it, he's going anyway. We're going to take a few stim packs because we are going to need it. For those of you who have never done this part of the game, you will see why very quickly. We're going to take whatever we can. If it gives us rads, so be it. Right now, that's not the worst of my problems. And we're going to let our health go up as high as it will with what we just ate. As you can tell, I'm going to go ahead and go over here because... Oh wait, no. We do have to go one more area in here where we can actually discover quite a bit of stuff. The actual National Guard Armory itself, which is where all the weapons are held inside this area. We're just going to go ahead and open it up and go on in. Coming out, you'll see we get to play more games. As you can tell, we have looks like they were trying to set up a few things. We're going to tell Codsworth to stay here.
Just so, Mum.
We're just going to go through and disconnect all these laser mines, because laser mines are not fun. Which, if you do decide to hit the laser mines, you're going to be in for a fight, because it will immediately activate a Protectron. Which means that we have now awoken our best friend. Thanks to us telling Codsworth to stay where he's at, we no longer have to worry about the Protectron getting activated and looking at us as if we are meat.
Nice.
Which they will very quickly if you are working to try and destroy them. Now, as well as this mission, you do have, now that we've destroyed the ghouls, well, the ghoul that was causing us the most distress, we can actually go in here. As you can tell, we have a little buddy right there, who somehow we can stab him through the door. So we're just going to go ahead and go in here. And I guess, well, we do have power armor. It looks like XO1, which is a great day for us. Except I can't remember. I don't even think we can even activate the Protectron to help us in this case. So since we can't activate him, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open up the gate. This is for the Power Armor Storage and Repair Station. Now, once we open this, we're gonna go ahead and run back to Codsworth. Tell him to follow us.
Over here.
All right. It's sad this level of technology is like a lost art.
Hey.
Mum?
Well, it looks like it didn't actually open like it was supposed to, so we're gonna retry that. And then we get to play a shoot-off with our good friend, the Gangrenous Feral Ghoul. Who is actually very strong. I would not expect that out of a ghoul like that. But, I want to get that last shot in. We actually are out of fusion cells. So, we are going to do... I think there was a Vault-Tec lunchbox. I think that Vault-Tec lunchbox was stuffed inside of another Vault-Tec lunchbox. What I have discovered, normally, your Vault-Tec lunchboxes are very, very random. You can find some of the craziest stuff inside them. Let's see if we do have... No, we do not have a fusion core. I was hoping to find the fusion core inside of that power armor set, because that would have saved us, but unfortunately we do not have any. So what we can do now is exit the area, which unfortunately we are at a very serious disadvantage right now. We're almost out of health. I don't have very many ways of keeping myself healed. So we're going to take a Skeeto Spit, Stim Pack, Rum, Sugar Bombs. Anything we get addicted to, I do have 4 Addictol to use against that. Well, we will go back out into the training yard and apparently go get to see some crazy fights or whatever we can do. Now, if you remember the sentry bot from before that was sitting inside. Yeah. He's not happy with our little intrusion, as he is looking for us and he is right there. So what we're going to do is try and get to the roof before he spots us, which is a no-go. He spotted us already. So, since we don't have the ability to jetpack, what we are going to do is continue to shoot. And that's an Annihilator sentry bot. He has a lot of power. We don't have any way of actually killing him by shooting him from long distance. Which, it looks like Codsworth is out of fight, so what we're going to do, so we don't lose what little bit that we have of power armor, we're going to go ahead and exit our power armor, since we do have the jetpack ability. And we're actually stronger outside of our power armor with this character's specialty build that I've produced through some mods, yes. We can actually go in and hit. For quite a bit of damage. Okay, so he has actually mutated. This is not something I'm used to. This is our good friend, the Annihilator, mutating. And since he has mutated, we're just going to drop back on here real quick and see if there's anything. Okay, so we do have some minigun rounds. And since he's mutated, he's actually a lot more powerful. And of course, the 5mm rounds did absolutely nothing. Which we're out of ammunition yet again. Looks like we do have 28 cells. So let's go ahead and load up what little bit of a cell we have. And I don't know why he's dropping down below us. We're not doing a lot of damage. I'm trying to avoid using our actual fragmentation grenades as such. Since he mutated, actually the hardest fight I've had with this, because normally your character is just, well, you're gonna get hurt very quickly in this match.
Status report new. Primary systems have sustained.
I'm trying to get over Cosmos so we can actually give him a repair, which looks like we can actually do. Thankfully, Codsworth apparently has no fear of a giant robot that has a lot of power. Which we have no ammunition yet. I don't even think we hit him. Actually, it looks like we did. But not for a lot of damage. I think a fragmentation grenade could do more damage. Grenades actually seem to be doing a lot of damage, so that's actually amazing. Okay, looks like we actually killed him. No, we didn't. This one should, though. Well, we just decimated that sentry bot. Yeah, let's go ahead and go down there and pick up where we can and revive our buddy. Which I wish I had more fusion cores, because right now we are toast. There's Codsworth. Looks like he revived himself. And so now we have a cryogenic combat armor. For left arm, 10% chance to freeze melee attacker once every 20 seconds. Hey, we have a fusion core. That will help us out quite a bit. So we are gonna leave our power armor here. The only problem is going to the array, because we don't actually have enough ammunition to do anything right now. We are gonna have to go back to Sanctuary Hills just to get our just to get a little bit of help and ammunition. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, because that was way too long for just a small part of this mission. I'm gonna go ahead and quit for the night. Tomorrow I'm gonna post the video of the rest of this, so you guys can see the entirety of what happens when you go up against the super mutants and everything. Now, I will say this, you do have the case in this game. You have to make sure you keep everything repaired and working. We do have our power armor there, we have one core. Every time you go into a new city and everything, it's best to go ahead and pick up whatever you can. So we're going to go ahead and repair everything on this helmet. We're going to repair all the power armor. And I don't think I can actually put my jetpack on here yet. No, I need science and armor 4 each for this. So we gotta have armor and science really to do anything with our power armor. Now you can, well, I guess I can't do anything just yet. My bad. You can go ahead and do a little bit of stuff. Now you can do Vault Tech paint jobs, which we're gonna see if we can't just do a Vault Tech paint job on everything, just to see what it actually looks like. Because I don't know exactly what the Vault-Tec paint job actually does. I mean, it says it gives you more charisma. Though, I don't know because my character's charisma is maxed out. Let's go ahead and get out of the station and walk around the suit, see what it looks like. Maybe it has something special with the Vault-Tec. Looks like it just changes it over to Vault-Tec Blue, which, I mean, okay, maybe that's got something special with it. Okay, now we've done this, we're going to go ahead and shut the video off here. Tomorrow when I jump back on, I don't know why we have no power armor now. Why we're out of fusion core again. But we're gonna go ahead and talk to her and pick up our
again.
Pick up our
Here
fusion
to trade?
core.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
I may actually do something funny about that and take our character and actually make it where she is not wearing any clothes, just running around, just whatever. I might just do that just to see what the reaction we actually will get are. We're going to get the Adictol, more blood packs, Brahmin meat, carrot. Well, actually, we're not going to take the carrot. We don't really need carrot. Med-X, Rad-X we may need because we are going into quite a bit of areas that have a lot of radiation. I do not buy jet. We can make enough jet to survive us forever in this game. That's not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and take everything she has that we actually need. We do need circuitry for a few things, but we can go without her shipments of it because in all honesty, you can find everything you need inside of all the different areas. I don't usually keep a lot of the external, like, things, I guess you could call them. So, we do have shotgun shells. We don't currently have a shotgun, but we're gonna get one. I can go ahead and get rid of a few things. We don't have a missile launcher. We don't have plasma shots. We're actually going to go in here and give her back the shotgun shells. And the 5.56 because we don't need it. And sell her those and the 2mm electric charges. I'm trying to catch a missile launcher right now in the game. If we can get a missile launcher, we will be set. We're gonna go ahead and give back all the 45 rounds. We don't really need those. We don't need the 44s because we're not using anything with a 44 caliber. Okay, so let's go back over here. It looks like we don't really need the right-of-way. I mean, a lot of times right-of-way might come in handy. I prefer to not have to use it as much. But it also looks like we do have some stuff we can get rid of, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of our crap that we have that's weighing us down so much. Okay, so we're keeping that. So we're going to go ahead and just pay what we've got. I wish she would have had some fusion cores. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. That all really depends on what time you go after her. We're gonna take everything. But the reason for that is we're gonna go to the big boy, the blazing walking cane, the irradiated death call gauntlet. Since our character's gonna be a heavy, we're not really gonna need that. We're gonna put the I'm trying to find as much stuff as we have that we can just get rid of. Stuff that we don't actually need. Now, although you notice I did have quite a bit of stuff in there, which a lot of it is going back in there. This is mostly due to the fact that I want to, put everything that we've got into our designator over here. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our power armor. I'm gonna go ahead and set this, and then I am going to shut this video down for the night.
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to
F through Z, we are going to go into our junk and go ahead and put everything possible in there. Now, a lot of people may think, why are you doing this? There's only a few things that you're going to need out of it. Well, the thing is, F through Z tends to be a lot of your crafting things. Now, you cannot actually put quest items into the recycler. This is the recyclers, F through Z and A through F. What it allows you to do is go, well, A through E and F through Z. What it allows you to do is to go through, and anything that you want that's a component item, including weapons and armor, you can stick in here, and it will actually destroy it for you. It'll take it and destroy it. So what we're gonna do in here now is tell it to give us our silver and our gold out of all the items. Some items actually that you don't expect will have it. I'm not really looking through, I'm just putting everything in there right now. Because it'll actually give you all the items, and what it doesn't take out of it, it will actually leave inside of the actual recycler itself as a base item, which can save you a lot of time. Now, you notice I do have a lot of silver items. Those items will all be broken down into their base elements. Steel as well. If you have anything that has steel on it, it will also get dropped and turned into the base item. So we are almost done putting everything in here, and I'm going to turn on the recycler to go ahead and give me my gold. What little gold it gives me, I'll be happy to take. And then, well, that'll be the end of it. Okay, so we're going to tell it to go ahead and do it. Now that it's starting, it's actually crimping out gold blocks. Gold bars is what it is giving us, and once it's done printing out the gold bars from there, it actually puts them into our storage, our conveyor storage piece right here. Now, once it's done, I'm going to set it to the silver, and you'll actually get to see the fact that it will run non-stop. We have 5, about to be 6 gold bars in here. That's pretty good for what few items that we actually had with gold in it. But once it breaks down those, any of the other items that are in it that it needed actually stay in their base form. Hence the reason why it's actually going on for a minute longer than I thought it would. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. Well, actually, now that it's already stopped, we're going to go back and tell it, change what it's going to give us. And then I will stop the video as soon as I have that set. I want my silver. So what we're going to do is tell it, it's going to show up telling you required component silver 1. And then, sometimes it does take a minute because it actually cycles through each and every item in the inventory. We do have our pack ramen from the seller, Kelly. And we're going to go ahead and stop the video here. Hope you all enjoy these videos. I read all the messages, anything I get, messages, anything, comments, likes, shares. Please share these videos. I'm just trying to get views. I'm trying to make some decent video games playthroughs for you guys. Whatever you want to see, tell me. If I have the game, I will gladly, well, more than gladly, make a video about it. I don't mind it. It's fun. And thank you for watching this video. Oh yeah, the trivia for the first video. Does anyone, if anyone's able to figure out what that was, please tell me. We'll post a video tomorrow, and this is MusicMix. I am signing off for the night.
You know what I...
I hope you all have a great night.